Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, the fires in LA have me so brokenhearted. Um, we had a major fire like that in our area, and the devastation to the town and whatnot was absolutely heartbreaking. And say what you want about California, say what you want, it's just a bunch of millionaires. No, it's not. There's a lot of people. Yes, some millionaires have lost their homes, but a lot of regular, normal people have lost their homes. This is really reminding me a lot of the Maui, the Lahana fires, and I just have a bunch of questions. Like, for example, 4 months ago, a big insurance company canceled the fire protection on a lot of the insurance policies. A lot of the people don't have fire insurance. And also, the fire hydrants have run out of water. So, was this planned? I mean, how do the fire hydrants run out of water? Apparently, in that part of the world, the fire hydrants are connected to a big reservoir, and apparently they didn't keep the reservoirs full, and now they have no water. And I'm like, the ocean is right there. And apparently the water bombers can't fly because the winds are so bad and the smoke is so bad. So they can't get the water bombers into the ocean to get the water to dump onto the fires. Like, it's a big, big mess. And my heart just goes out to the real human beings who are suffering, the animals. There's a lot of wild animals in the area. Um, there's little farms, so I've seen, rescuing horses, other horses trapped in barns. Like, it is a real tragedy. And no matter what you think of the politics of California, please do not make this political. This is a real tragedy for real people. Real people are dying. Sorry, I'm not going to make it political, but I do want to find out, is this a natural occurrence? When we were in Palm Springs, they had, these winds that could cause fires. I thought, how in the world do winds cause fires? I know they feed a fire that's already started, but apparently they cause fires. And they did. They caused a really big fire around the Malibu area that the smoke was so thick it even showed up in Palm Springs. And it canceled one of our trips to LA because I can't go where there's smoke. And so when I saw that warning again about Southern California, about the Santa Ana winds, potential, fire storms, and I'm like, how in the world does wind cause a fire? But it must be like fires that are burning that catch fire, or the electricity transmitters and whatnot, wires, touch in the wind or some such thing. Anyways, it's devastating. I want to find out, where these started, or they're firebugs? Are these firebugs taking advantage of these winds? Are these firebugs started? Are these man-made fires? Are these man-made fires, meaning they aren't by accident? They're not a transformer blowing out because a tree fell on it because of the wind, that kind of thing. That's an accident, if you ask me. But man-made is purposely starting a fire knowing it's going to catch because it's windy. All right. Are these man-made fires? Do we have a Lahaina situation on our hands? Cards are ready. Behind closed doors. Look at that smoke. Behind closed doors. Well, behind closed doors, they knocked $17 million off the fire budget. Behind closed doors, they didn't test the fire hydrants on a regular schedule. Behind closed doors, they didn't fill the reservoirs up with enough water. There's a lot of things that have gone wrong. Dark web or recorded. Ooh. World. End of situation or buried. Hmm. Hmm. Judgment, harsh sentence, drugged or poisoned. Now, drugged or poisoned to me could be like pouring gasoline onto something, right? The situation is poisoned. Now, this is interesting because judgment here, harsh sentence. I'm wondering if the first one was a test one, the one that when we were there, Malibu. But this dark web or recorded, something behind closed doors, dark web or recorded or buried. And interesting, this is like all greenery and it, like it's in the Palisades, it's all kind of hilly and lots of greenery and whatnot. I'm sure you've seen the pictures of the palm trees on fire. Judgment, harsh sentence, drugged or poisoned. So this would tell me it's like some kind. Look at this, the fire and the smoke. So that would be like, yeah, something was judgment, harsh sentence, dark. Now, a lot of people are saying a lot of the people who live in there are part of the um, traffic situation with children, if you know what I mean, with the young children in Hollywood. And this judgment, harsh sentence, I wonder if it's a vigilante, because it's interesting, these fires start in very wealthy areas. Buried. The lover's relationship on top of the dark web or recorded. Media or social media on buried. Oh, situation or buried. End of situation or buried. Oh, please find me judgment, harsh sentence. Look at that. A child. Okay. Maybe this is because it's buried. The situation is buried by media, local media. Somebody was saying they went to CNN. I mean, this is huge in the Los Angeles area. Los Angeles is a big, important city, United States, and there was nothing on CNN about it. It's very difficult to find even information up here about it. There was a little blurb in the paper. Um, Please find me judgment or harsh sentence. The lover's relationship, dark web or recorded. Ooh, the Hierophant, authority with a stick of fire. With a fire. Ransom or note left. I have to wonder. Hostage or trade. Oh my God. Does this have something to do with children? About the they PEDO wood instead of Hollywood, PEDO wood, some people were saying. Oh my God, the fool, risk taking. This is interesting. The lover's relationship, the fool, risk taking. So, was this somebody waiting for an opportunity? Inside job taken out. The emperor, father figure in charge. Dark intention or motive. Think about it differently. Star, hidden clues, breakthrough. You guys, I think this was intentional. I didn't even check to see if this was all fitting in. Yeah, it is. I'm thinking this was intentional. Inside job, dark intention. Think about it differently. So, do they wait for one of these winds to come up and then, pour gasoline on the fire? Expose secrets. Stage setup framed. Look at all the smoke. Family connection. Group involvement. Mental struggle or illness. Well, yeah, children who come out of that do have mental struggles and illness. Group involved. Expose secrets. Stage set. You guys, family connection. Group involvement. So I wonder if it was like a bunch of little, like, it was like, okay, the wind is here. Let's go. This is our chance. Like, it's just absolutely fascinating that these fires started around. I mean, the first one in Malibu was around, expensive homes. And now this one around, there's huge stars that live in this area. And not all of them are involved. I'm not saying that at all. But this would be a way to take down some people. This group involvement here, like it just doesn't make sense. Like, why did insurance companies cancel their insurance, their fire insurance, specifically fire insurance, 4 months ago? Not earthquake insurance, not flooding insurance, not, theft, only fire. They canceled. Family connection. I wonder if this family connection, the group involvement, if one of the people, if there's any connection to insurance companies. Somebody who was in Hollywood and perhaps they came from a family that had some kind of big insurance connection. Because it's staged, set up, framed, exposed secrets. Star, well, they're Hollywood stars. That's self-explanatory. Fool risk-taking. I wonder, behind closed doors, I'm wondering, this is really pause for cause to think something about. There is my word salad of the day. I'm kind of like, I thought we would see something different. Let's just put it that way. I think that this is some kind of revenge situation. I think this is some kind of, you'd have, for your perpetrators, you'd have to look and see who's connected to the insurance industry. Emperor. So somebody who eventually they're obviously an adult at this point, an older adult, and wants their revenge on these people. Because we have the Emperor and the Hierophant here. The Hierophant has the fire. So the Emperor, I'm almost getting like a hierarchy. So we have somebody who's in a very powerful position, has somebody beneath them to go tell your people to set these fires. Like almost like a mafia family setup. Like there's the Godfather, then the captains and the wise guys. I'm getting something like that because we do have a group involvement. Dark intentions. I'm inside job or taken out. That's why I think about it differently. I think this is there. I think there's a couple of groups here in play. Stay stalker, being watched. Masked, not true face. Magician, dark ritual. There you go. A lot of people are saying it is a deal organized. Hermit, kept in the dark. So who is kind of ostracized from Hollywood? Perhaps are they already a whistleblower? They're old, definitely older. They're the emperor, they're the hermit, they're the sage, and they've got these minions below them. And I'm almost getting like this won't be the last fire. There's going to be another one. And they're burning down the house. I'm getting that song, Burning Down the House. So mask, not true face. So maybe somebody who plays, they love Hollywood, they love all about it, but underneath, dark ritual, deal, organized, stalker, being watched, he's setting up Hollywood for a fall. Hermit, kept in the dark. He's a lone wolf in some respects. This drugged or poisoned, it could even be indicating that he was drugged or poisoned at one time to do what the overlords in Hollywood wanted him to do. And so it'd be somebody who's older, somebody who's clean now, somebody who would have a bit of a following, somebody who looks like they are big in Hollywood, but perhaps they're retired, so that's why we don't hear a lot about them anymore. And none of the people around him know what his true intentions are. Master, not true face. Definitely an older man. Magician, dark ritual. Yeah, that's what this is. This isn't political. This isn't natural. This is revenge. This is revenge. I think this is the second of three. I think we're going to have one more big one. Because the Malibu one, it was big, but it's not as big as this one. And then I think the next one's going to be even bigger. And if you look, they're inching closer to LA. Interesting. All right. Well, what do you think? Do you think it's a natural occurrence? Do you think there's firebugs? Do you think it's somebody who is an opportunist who knows those winds can really whip up a pretty good fire and is getting revenge? What do you think? I'm not getting that it's any kind of like, what's that drone kind of fire starter? Or the weather starter, things like that. I'm not getting anything like that. I'm getting it's actual people. It's actual people. All right. Well, thank you very much for spending this time with me. Please take good care. See you online.